Hi, Bill from CJ Pony Parts. We recently installed a disc brake conversion on a Forgotten Fastback project car. The next step in a restoration is to install the brake lines. When you're installing brake lines, you want to do fuel lines at the same time so that you share a lot of the mounting hardware. So before we can get involved with that, we're going to install this fuel tank and this Scott Drake sending unit. This is our premium fuel tank for all 64 through 68 Mustangs. These are made in North America and come coated to avoid rust. Same 16-gallon capacity as the factory tank, and they include a drain plug. We'll also be installing this Scott Drake fuel sending unit. It features a correct style brass float. In this case, it has a 3/8 outlet, which will work perfectly with a 3/8 fuel line we'll be installing in our Fastback. For this installation, you'll need a hammer, a punch, strip caulk, 3/8 ratchet or preferred 3/8 impact gun, 3/8 socket, 1/4 inch ratchet, and a 5/16 socket. Before we put the tank in the car, we're going to install the sending unit. Since we have a new tank and a new sending unit, our normal steel punch is fine. If you're working with one that had fuel in it already, you want to make sure you use a brass punch to avoid sparks. We're going to start by installing the gasket. Now our sending unit. I want to make sure the 2 tabs on the sending unit line up with the 2 tabs on the tank. Slide the locking ring over. Once it's locked in, we're ready to install in the car. Now we're going to install some strip caulk. And make sure you have a solid bead all the way on the outside. Now we're going to put the tank into place. Now we're going to install the mounting screws for the fuel tank. You can do these with a ratchet, an impact gun, or an impact driver will make it a lot easier. Now we're ready to install the fuel filler pipe and the fuel filler hose. Our original pipe was in good shape, so we're going to go with that one here. Start by installing the gasket first. Now we'll fish it through the taillight panel. Now we're installing the hose. We're going to lube it up a little bit, make it easier to go on. Install the bottom clamp first. And you want to leave this clamp loose. We can tighten it a little bit, but you want to make sure there's still some play in it. Now we'll install the filler pipe screws. Make sure they go through the gasket. We're going to install 4. 5th hole down here is going to be for your gas cap. Now the filler pipe is tight to the body. Then put this clamp in place and tighten it down. And our installation is finished. Now that our fuel tank's installed, we're ready to move forward with our fuel and brake lines next. Installation of the tank should take you really no more than an hour. Stay tuned for more updates for our Forgotten Fastback.